What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And today we're doing a video about my left eye. I really don't do videos on my left eye very often because I just feel like it's not really needed, and I don't really like to talk about my left eye very often because it's just like, oh, it's whatever to me right now, or pretty much. Basically, before we get this video started, I think it's really cool to go ahead and explain what it's like to be blind in one eye, different things I struggle with, and different things that I go through and some of that. But this is for anybody. Like, I don't know what it's like to have two eyes, and I don't know what it's like to have no eyes. I'm hoping I never have to experience what it's like to have no eyes. But I'm also hoping there's some chance in the future that I can see out of both eyes. Probably not this eye. It'll probably be like a camera, which would actually be pretty insane. But no, the chance of ever seeing out of this eye is pretty much dead. It has no use. But it's still there, placeholder, I guess. It's like a period. It's just a placeholder. But no. I didn't really click on this video. I think it would be pretty cool for people who are either going blind or who are blind in one eye or even have two eyes to explain kind of their side of the story, what's going on with them, if they're becoming visually impaired, something like going on. But before we get this fully started, I should probably talk about how I became blind. So I was born 3 months, 3 days premature. I was supposed to be born December 28th, 2001. And I ended up being born September 25th, 2001. And basically, my mom got a really bad infection, and I ended up coming out like a day later after that. I guess I was like, hell no, I'm not getting that infection either. But yeah, my mom was really close to death, but she ended up surviving, which is awesome. But basically, when I was born, I didn't have the correct oxygen supply, I guess. So they basically had to hook me up to an oxygen machine, gave me 100% oxygen, and basically too much oxygen went to my brain at one time, which basically expanded it. But then also kind of got messed up with my retina in my left eye, so my retina detached in my left eye, and then my optic nerve collapsed. So basically, over time, from that happening, bleeding started in my left eye. I developed glaucoma, which is basically the imbalance of pressure in your left or in an eye, pretty much. Even people with regular eyes could develop that too, or like perfectly normal eyes could develop that, but very unlikely. I have a cataract in my left eye, and that was caused by the blood fibers, basically clogging up in my eye, kind of. It's not really like the usual cataract where you just get fog in your eye, because that can be cleared out from surgery and stuff like that. But this is not the same way. There's no reason to even get surgery for this left eye either, because it has no use to me. But basically, my field of view is a lot different than people. Like, people's field of view is like this, or my field of view is just like this, just one eye. Like, I can't really see. Let's see if I can see this. I'm looking forward. My absolute final point I can see, I would say right about here. Where people, if they're seeing on their left eye, probably, I'm sure it's like out to like right here. So I have limited. Let me see if I can expand up by just looking straight. I can't see this hand anymore. Right here, I can't see this hand anymore. This hand I can still see I can't see this hand anymore. Looking straight on, I can't see this hand anymore. So, like, I don't have the best view, but you guys can kind of get the gauge of it. I have no depth perception either, so I can't really tell the distances from 5 to 10 feet. I kind of tell the distances only by where the objects are placed and where to know to stop, pretty much. It's kind of easier to tell when things are more straight on to me. If things are more to the side of me, like someone else is throwing a ball and coming close to somebody, I can't tell that kind of distance, but I can tell the distance between things coming at me, pretty much. It's hard to explain. But, what is it like to be blind? Well, limited view. That definitely is a deciding factor. I tend to forget that I'm blind in my left eye unless someone brings it up or I think about it randomly. But sometimes I will end up walking into walls on my left side, or I'll go ahead and walk into somebody. Like, I almost started a fight that way by accident because I was just walking through the hallway and some douchebag got mad that I walked into him. It's whatever, it happens. But basically, and then also while driving, if I don't look enough with my right eye, I could, like, because if I'm trying to switch lanes to go to, like, the left lane and stuff like that, I have to turn my head all the way, almost hurting my neck doing it, look all the way, and I'm like, oh, now it's clear. But sometimes on my left eye, there's someone coming up from behind here, and that's why I have to check my mirrors and stuff like that. I'm supposed to have blind spot mirrors. I don't. I've kind of gotten used to not having one. I can keep the steering wheel straight enough so I don't go in the other lane regardless. But, yeah. Other than that, that's kind of some of the problems. I mean, your daily life could be challenged sometimes. You will be told no quite a lot. But what I understood is that being told no a lot as of now, I kind of realize that people shouldn't have been saying no to certain things. Like, people, like, I asked if I could, people told me, no, you can't drive, or you're probably a bad driver because you're blind in one eye, or, like, it's weird. Like, people have really mixed up perception of what it's like to be blind in one eye. Unless you're blind in one eye, it's hard to understand really what it's like. But yeah, being told no for so long, it's kind of discouraging. But now that I've gotten older, I realize that it was just their perception of how they view somebody who is blind, that they can't do certain things. But the way I see it is, my blind eye doesn't really stop me from doing things. It's just, sometimes it's just in the way, but I can easily get through it. But that was a quick video today for you guys to kind of explain a little bit what's going on with my left eye. Sharing little challenges. I'll probably do another video of when I get the prosthetic eye. It'll be pretty cool. But thank you guys for watching the video, and stay awesome. Goodbye, everyone.